Yeah, that, and obviously when you score one and then you get scored almost the next shift, or I don't even, it was the next shift, and then
12 seconds.
yeah, I mean that's always hard, and we played some good hockey here, so we got to focus on that and keep going through the rest of the year, two more games.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys were trying to find that next gear, but it just you can break through against them.
I think it's the process. It's normal that we're going to see games like we saw last game, and we're going to see games where it's like we had like chances, but we weren't executing. It started from our breakouts to our ozone plays, and I mean there's a few pucks there I'd like to have back. One on the power play, I'm going down the wing, I shoot in his chest. I mean I was trying to go high glove and I missed probably by 2 feet. So since some of them that you'd wish you want to have them back and hope you score on them.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Thanks. David, a lot of people are just surprised at how good you are.
In the playoffs, and that's where we want to be, and we're not. But it's something to, find a way to get up to that level so that you're capable of playing in these type of games down the stretch in years to come.
Are you closer now than 30 games ago, 50 games ago, this team, to getting over that?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think the togetherness is coming through, whether it's scrums or whether it's fights, and everybody's sticking together that way, and I think that feeds into the overall play, and we've gotten some end results, which is big. We've played some really good teams as of late, and fell a little short on a couple, but for the most part we've found a way to get a couple points here and there.
Ryan, you guys have been able to come back on teams. You take, for example, Phoenix the other night, just going into the third down goal to them. Just what did they do to prevent you guys from getting a sniff off?
Well, for sure they were playing a good, solid road game, simplifying their game. I was saying their D jump up into play a lot, which, as a forward or a winger, you got to be well aware of that kind of stuff. When we had the puck, it was like a guy on top of you right away. So they closed gaps early. They're a good hockey team over there. That's why they're in the playoffs. But they didn't give us much life there in the third.
You guys have the work effort's been there in the last few games, but it seems like these guys just got home in here. Textbook example on the opposition.
Yeah, that's the key, and they stuck to their game plan. They did it, executed it properly, and didn't give us anything to get into it. But that's where, as a group, we got to overcome and simplify it, get it in deep, and try to get some momentum that way. And
I had some room, I had some speed, and made a move, and it was fun to kind of make a play like that and score a goal like that at this level.
Is that a momentum turning goal for the game, especially since they just scored?
I mean, I think so. I think anytime you're a team where you score and then the other team comes out the shift after and scores right after, it's definitely a buzzkill and a momentum killer, and we controlled the pace of the game, the entire game after that, I thought, and maybe that was the reason why, maybe not, but it definitely felt good to get that go-ahead goal at that time.
Just a spot open up between people's legs on that move, or was that a move that?
You know what, it was just off a center ice face-off, and went D to D, got the hinge back from my partner Jan Heda, shout out over there, and I had a ton of room to skate, and it's just, I don't usually try and dangle the defenseman at the blue line, but made a move and it worked, and was able to get a quick shot off and score a 5-hole.
What's it like for you guys right now? I mean, winning 7 of your last 8, the only loss, and there's a shootout loss, and obviously you guys are happy with this win. What's the atmosphere like of this team? You guys feel like you can beat anybody?
Yeah, we get along really well. It's just a ton of fun to come to the rink every day, and we're learning from one of the greatest players that ever played, and our coach, Patty Waugh. So, to learn from him and be able to play under him is an honor for everyone, I think. And he has such an intimate knowledge of the game that I think we come to the rink every day and just soak up everything that he has to say. And we love playing for him. You want to play hard for your coach, and it's certainly fun playing hard for him.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I think just like the rest of the team, he played a sound game and played really solid, and I think we played well in front of him. I think the D were clearing sticks and bodies and boxing guys out, and Jiggy made the stops that he had to make. And like I said, from start to finish, I think we played a pretty sound game and didn't give him too much.
Was EJ's coast-to-coast goal, was that maybe a momentum-shifting goal in that game?
Certainly was. I mean, when they tied it up, I'm sure they felt the momentum, and I'm sure even though it was lucky bounce, I'm sure they felt the wind underneath their wings, and EJ just kind of took the puck and took the control and scored a nice goal. But I think as well as it was a nice goal, it was a really important one, and especially at a crucial time, the shift after their score. Thank you.
You guys have won 7 of your last 8, and the only loss in there was a shootout loss. You guys could have won that one easy. And you look at this, the atmosphere in the locker room, obviously all the hooting and hollering, and you guys seem to be having a good time. What's the atmosphere like? You guys feel like you can beat anybody right now, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I think we are a confident group of guys, and I think we should be as well. But I think there's a big difference between being confident and being cocky. I think you want to be confident, but you don't want it to become too much, and you don't want it, ruin your, ruin the way you're humble. And I think it's something that Patrick has been really important to instill in us this year, to making sure that we're humble and making sure we're not satisfied. And even though tonight was a big win, we want to keep climbing, and we know we're 2 points out of the first place in the division, and that's what we want to go for right now.
And you talked a little bit about it earlier, but just talk about Johnson's goal there. I mean, he's in the box during the power play goal, comes right out, takes it coast to coast, and scores that goal. What was that like for your team to get that?
That was important. I mean, any shift after either they score or we score, it's very important. You need a good bounce back shift either way, and I think he certainly took control of that and made a nice move on the defenseman, and then put it through the legs of the goalie. And I think it's certainly great to see. He's having a great year, and he's certainly playing with the confidence that we need him to. Thank you.
You got to be happy with your guys' work tonight. I mean, that was textbook effort by your guys.
Yes, we played a really sound game. We played really well. I mean, I thought we were sharp in the 3 zone. Played well in our zone. Played well offensively. I thought we forechecked well in the neutral zone. We didn't give them much. I think we kept them at 23 shots. But it's the way we've been playing on the road lately. For some reason, we're playing really well, and I think it's a team record for wins on the road, and our players deserve a lot of credit for that. I mean, these guys are playing hard every night, and then every day they come on the ice. I mean, they're ready to play. That makes me extremely proud of them.
How much attention do you think your players give catching those teams ahead of them in the playoff race here down the stretch?
Well, we didn't talk too much about the Blues. I mean, deep inside, we look at it, and all of a sudden we're 2 points behind these guys. I mean, and we have the tiebreaker. Then you never know what could happen in this thing. We saw many things happen over the years. But all we need to do is focus on what we have to do, and it's playing the type of hockey we've been playing lately. And we're going in Vancouver. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be a tough one for us there, but we're gonna have to battle through like we did tonight and play some solid hockey. I mean, it's fun to watch. The guys are doing a good job. They're into it, and like I said, I mean, it's a great group, and it's pretty impressive what they've been doing.
It seemed like you guys let them into the game once David Perron scored, but that effort, the next shift, I mean, you guys always talk about it.
Well, we're fearless. I mean, even if we're making a mistake or if we give up a goal or something like this, we're just going back at it. I mean, we don't try to overanalyze things. I mean, we just try to play our game and remain focused on what we have to do, not what happened behind us. And that's the attitude that we have since the start of the year, and it seems to work well for us.
Jiggy, if that was his last game in the regular season,
I don't know if it's his last game. If it is, yeah. But we'll see. I mean, right now, Rito will play in San Jose. I mean, obviously, Varley will play in Vancouver. But we'll see what happened in the standing, and we'll make a decision on the last game. Yes, sir. Welcome.
Thanks, Coach.
Says the bad thing that you got outworked after outworking the team you played against 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah, it was perplexing to say the least. We last couple, that road trip and the last game against Anaheim, we were dialed in, each and every guy, and tonight we just couldn't. We just couldn't get our legs. We couldn't get in the rhythm of the game, and the biggest thing for me was. It was almost like we couldn't work because we couldn't make 2 passes in a row. Our execution was just terrible tonight for whatever reason, and it happens. It happens. Usually, it just happens. You have maybe 3 or 4 guys having troubles, but it snowballed quickly. Where the only guy I can remember making good plays all night, right off the top of my head, was Oscar. I thought Oscar was breaking the puck out great, making good plays, but the rest of us just couldn't get 2 passes in a row.
A quick goal by Johnson for them after Perron. Did you notice that?
That's a huge boot right in the, you know what, like you're not going great. You get the goal and it livens your bench, and I'm back there thinking, okay, that's got us focused in. We're good now. And they barely drop the puck and bang, it's back in your net. And that was a boot. But then even still, you're still in the game after 2. But we just couldn't find it. We couldn't get our legs underneath us.
McKinnon, you've seen him up close a few times now, but he looks spectacular tonight.
That's a very nice pick right there. That kid's a player, and he looks like he's a gamer, and he's got the passion. He can move. That's a excellent pick by the Colorado Avalanche.
Okay, thanks, guys.